do I do? I also just do my best.
Hello, everybody, and welcome to episode 2 of the Go-Gettahs. I am joined by
Bacci.
Bacci. Now, I've been trying to pronounce this word for the last 2 weeks now. I still haven't found the right way to pronounce it.
No.
But yeah, welcome to the show.
Thank you.
Yeah, so briefly introduce yourself.
Okay. My name is Bacci. I'm an alternative R&B neo soul artist from Lusaka, Zambia. I make music, but I'm also just like an all-round creative. I style, I design clothing as well. Like, I do a bunch of stuff, but mostly I make music. So.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I see. So can you share a little bit about your musical background and what inspired you to pursue a career in music?
So I grew up listening to a lot of 90s R&B and alternative rock music.
Uh-huh.
So that kind of shaped my sound sonically. I feel like I've kind of found the right concoction, it's a mix of those two genres.
Yeah.
And so it's mostly R&B at its core, but it's very experimental and I try different things that are in the alternative realm. So yeah, that's it. Yeah.
Okay. So you said you listened to a lot of music in the 90s. Any particular artist you listen to?
I mean, the vocal Bible Brandy herself, has really inspired me and how I, harmonize my melodies and stuff like that. I feel like Brandy really influenced me in that sense. But also Linkin Park. I know that's weird.
Yeah.
If you listen to my music, I don't know if you'd be able to tell the influence, but I feel like Linkin Park really shaped my sound and how dark my melodies can be sometimes.
Yeah.
So yeah.
So what does your creative process look like when you're writing or composing music?
Honestly, it varies. It changes from day to day. Sometimes I'll be in my room and I'll hear the wind and it'll inspire me to write something. Other times I'll start with a poem because I feel inspired by a situation in my life that I feel like I need to get off my chest by writing a poem about it, and then I'll turn that into a melody. And other times I'll be on my laptop making a beat and I'll be like, this is a really dope beat, I should write to it. So it really varies. There's not one way for me to write a song, but generally I'm just it's I need to feel inspired by a life situation or a song that I've heard, or just sounds from nature, that sort of thing. Yeah.
Okay. So how do you approach collaboration with other musicians or artists?
To be honest, I've only just now gotten into collaborating. My best friend Menace, he's also a producer.
Okay.
He's kind of the one that's pushed me to collaborate more with other people. Before then, I was kind of a one-man show. I'd do everything myself, from the beat making to the writing to the performing the vocals itself.
Yeah.
But generally, I feel when you're vibrating on a certain frequency, you kind of just attract the same type of vibe. So people will hit you up and you're if they're cool and you like their music, then I'll probably collaborate with them. And otherwise, it's not I'm actively seeking collaboration. But yeah, that's it.
So any collaboration you've done or you're about to do?
Yes, I've worked with a few artists from here. For example, the first single of my forthcoming debut album features Critic. He's a rapper, one of the best rappers in Zambia, if I do say so myself. I've worked with Menace, my best friend. He's a producer. He mixes a lot of my work, and also we have a song together. And there's also a bunch of other artists underground right now. They haven't put out the music, but I've been recording with them and stuff like that. There's too many to mention right now, but there's a bunch of stuff in the pipeline. Yeah, for sure.
Okay. So, what's your memorable performance in your whole music career?
I had this one show in Kitwe. It was a very small, intimate setting.
Yeah.
And the entire time, my fans were singing the songs for me. There was at some point when I was not even singing, because they were singing for me, and I was just so blown away by that moment. Wow, you guys really sing my lyrics! That's so crazy to me. But yeah, that was really cool. And then they asked me to sing it again, which I did, but they sang it themselves. And then after that, they asked me to sing a song that I didn't prepare for that set, and I had completely forgotten my lyrics because it's a song from like 8 years ago. And again, they sang it themselves, so it was crazy. Yeah, that was really cool. Yeah.
Okay, so all right, I see. So you performed at the Jameson Connect. How was the experience in terms of the setup and everything?
The sound was amazing. I do feel though like maybe I should have been a little higher up in the time slots because the time slot that I was given was kind of early. Jameson Connects, nobody is really coming at 3 p.m. to like, um, to hang. I mean, obviously there was people and I enjoyed their enjoying of my show. But if they put me a little later in the evening, maybe like after all the DJs, just before say Mampi's performance, I feel like I would have been able to like really showcase myself to a lot more people. Otherwise, it was a great experience. I enjoyed it. It's definitely like a step in the right direction for my career as an artist. Yeah.
So like, how do you balance your true self, like with your artist and music, and
How do I balance what? Sorry.
how do you balance yourself
Uh,
in terms of like your personal life and your musical life?
I'm still learning that. It's very chaotic right now. I'm learning the ropes. Yeah, nobody ever gives you a manual to like, be an artist.
Yeah.
So it kind of gets hectic. Right now, I feel like my personal relationships are failing because I'm just not present enough because I'm so focused on my career. But I'm still learning. I'm not gonna lie to you and say I'm balanced because I'm really not. But I take each day at a time and I try to just like um, center myself as much as I can. That could be through meditation, through just taking a breath. Sometimes even just singing. Singing is very therapeutic for me. So like I'll just take a walk and go sing, and like I fixed my mental health pretty much. But yeah, like it's not balanced. I'm not even going to lie to you. I'm still learning. I'm still trying to figure that out. So, yeah.
Right. So how do you handle challenges or setbacks in your musical journey?
Um, for the most part, I'll freak out and go have a panic attack in my bedroom or something. And then after that, I'll try and just like do some breathing exercises and remember why I'm doing this and where I'm trying to go and how this has been a dream of mine since I was a little child. And just keep going. Otherwise, it's not as easy as it sounds. Yeah, it can be quite challenging being an artist here, especially if like an artist like myself that sings in English and like does like music that's not very what's the word, common.
Yeah.
So it's quite challenging, but I do my best, I think, just to stay afloat and breathe. So yeah.
So like, how do you handle like negativity from the fans and people who are haters of the music?
I just shut it out, to be honest. It's like if it's not for you, it's not for you. So like I feel like a lot of negativity that we see on social media and stuff like that is usually very sad people who are very insecure about themselves.
Yeah.
And they're projecting their insecurities onto these people who they realize are being their authentic selves and are doing things that they wish they would be doing. And when at the end of the day, you can just do the things. Like it's an open world. It's free for all. You can do it too. So I just block it out. Like sometimes it hurts. I'm not gonna lie, but you just block it out and remember your goals and what you're trying to do, and keep it moving. Keep it moving. So, yeah.
So like, in what way do you think technology has influenced the music industry in Zambia?
Oh, in a lot of ways. For example, I'm there's a lot of more artists like me that are out there like making their own music from their bedrooms, and they don't necessarily have to go to a state of the art studio or whatever and pay all of these producers like ridiculous amounts of money to record like a song. Also, YouTube is like the best university if you ask me, because like you can just go on YouTube and search a bunch of tutorials how to record your own music, how to whatever, and you can teach yourself how to do those things. So like technology has really helped in that sense. Also, equipment has become a lot cheaper. It's easier for you to just do everything yourself. I actually advise like newer artists to like make their own setup, because like when there's no influences of like the producers who've been in the industry for a while, you're able to be more authentic with your sound and like create something that's never really been heard before, which I believe is something that needs to be done more of here in Zambia because like we're just making the same song over and over again.
Yeah.
No offense to anyone, but like yeah. So I feel like technology has really helped a lot. Like for example, there's this app called BandLab where like people are like now producing like full length tracks just
Oh,
on your
okay.
phone. Like all you need is like a mic and and you're good to go. So yeah, it's really improved a lot of things, I would say.
So, can you discuss any upcoming projects or release that you are particularly excited about?
Yes, absolutely. I've had an album that's been in the works for 4 years now. There's been so many obstacles, left, right, and center, but like finally things are moving in the right direction. It's my debut album. It's called Aqua Alien and it drops in June, which I'm super excited about. I've already dropped like 4 singles from that, like leading to the final release. And like the first song, like I said, Auto
Yeah.
was features Critic. The second song is Comatose, features one of my best friends, Moon. The
Yeah.
third song features Jason's Forever, who is like one half of the Fake. I don't know if you know the Fake,
Yeah, the fake,
like a
yeah.
rap duo. Yeah, they're
Yeah.
really cool. And then the fourth one is, which I just released. It's called What I Want, and it features Uchi. She's also an amazing singer. And yeah, I'm really excited for this project because I feel like um, Zambia has never really heard this sort of sound before. And it might, do what it's supposed to, but it might not. And either way, I'm just happy because like I feel like I'm moving things in a more authentic direction and like
Yeah.
trying to change the game a little bit. So I'm really excited for that. I have a bunch of shows coming up as well to try and promote that. And that's pretty much yeah.
So away from the musical career,
Mhm.
so would you like mind telling people like anything you've studied or you're doing behind the musical?
Aside from music,
Yeah.
so I actually quit uni to pursue music full time. I was studying architecture at CBE. I did it for 7 months and I was like, nah, this ain't it. Like, I'm not gonna do this for the rest of my life. Just because, like, I'm very passionate about music and I feel like it was taking
Yeah.
time away from the development of the craft and stuff like that. So, everything that I do right now is creative. Like, I make music, I style and design clothing.
Oh, okay.
I'm a content creator as well. Like I started to do like content creation for other people. Um, what else do I do? I also just do my best. So
I
yeah.
can talk. So like you mentioned that you're a stylist. So like any particular person you style,
Sorry, what?
any particular band you work with?
No, it's not brands per se. It's more like just people, like people who are trying to like do like make TikToks. I actually recently just started it, so like I've been batch making content for
Yeah.
people. They haven't started posting yet because we have to like create a schedule for them to start to post like frequently so it doesn't stop. But yeah, you will know soon enough who I'm working with.
Okay.
Right now, it's kind of hard to tell you that just because of NDAs and stuff like that. But
Yeah.
yeah, you'll know soon enough. Yeah.
Okay, so finally, what advice would you give to an aspiring musician willing to start their own career?
um, Listen to your gut, your intuition. Don't let people's negativity get to you. If your music sucks, you will know for sure, and maybe try to pursue something else. But if you know that like what you're doing is worth something, because it's touched people in some sort of way, then keep at it, no matter what is thrown at you. It's hard to navigate the music industry in Zambia, but if you just keep going and just like keep believing in yourself, things will work out for sure. Yeah.
Okay, so um, where do people find your music?
My music is everywhere. Spotify, Apple Music, Deezer, Boomplay, YouTube Music, um, All the DSPs really, like all the
Yeah.
digital streaming platforms,
Yeah.
you will find me as long as you type my name right. I'm pretty sure you can find my music. So, yeah.
So something is really, really hard. How do you pronounce your name?
How to pronounce my name? Bacci. So
Bacci.
it's like it's a funny story actually. I couldn't pronounce my name when I was a child.
Yeah.
So my government name is Lubasi. That's my first name.
Okay.
Now when I was a little child, I couldn't pronounce Lubasi the correct way. I used to say Ubachi, right? And then everybody started calling me that, and then they just cut it short to Bachi. And I changed the spelling because like at the time I was kind of obsessed with Gucci. And it just has stuck, like it's never changed. So,
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, so it's a Bachi. It's pronounced Bachi. Yeah.
Bacci.
Yeah.
You heard it right, guys. Ubachi. Not the way I pronounce it at first.
That's okay. I get that all the time. It's
Yeah.
not your fault.
Well, thanks so much for coming on the show. It was great having you. Hope to see you soon again.
Thanks for having me.
Yeah, sure thing. So make sure to tune into your debut album coming out pretty soon.
Yeah.